ჩვენი პროექტის სახელია QOLGA. QOLGA-ს შექმნის მიზანია მოსახლეობას მისცეს შესაძლებლობა მედიკამენტები იყიდოს საბითუმო ფასებში და ხშირ შემთხვევაში უფრო იაფადაც კი და მიიღოს იმ აფთიაქში, რომელიც მისთვის არის მოხერხებული. როგორც ჩვენ მოვისმინეთ აქ ინოვაციური პროექტების ძირითადი მახასიათებელი, რომელიც ფინანსდება და რომელსაც აქვს გლობალიზაციის პერსპექტივა, არის ის, რომ უნდა იყოს ინდუსტრიის შემცვლელი გლობალურად. QOLGA არის ასეთი პროექტი. თუ ისინი დაინახავენ, რომ QOLGA მართლაც არის ინოვაციური და რევოლუციური პროექტი, ჩათვალეთ, რომ ეს ყველაფერი პრობლემის გარეშე იქნება.
Exactly. Welcome. Hello. Thank you. Hello, my name is Dimitri. I'm glad to present our project QOLGA. QOLGA is a new way for people to access their medicine in the cheapest possible prices, we mean wholesale prices, and get them where they want and be protected from greedy pharmaceutical market, which in the best cases is 25% margin from wholesale and can be 100 and 150% from wholesale prices. And people, it's hard to find particular medicine where you want it, and people don't know what are generics. And there are also doctors who influence prices because of their strange love to special pharmacies or brands that are there. So our solution for it is a technology, an application, web application and mobile application where you just enter what you need, the brand name or your prescription ID, and you get the best price and alternatives of the same brand, but different brand, but the same generics. And you get the best price and you get the product where you want it. And again, the market, just the Georgian market is $800 million in retail, and most part of payments are out-of-pocket payments. In all developing countries, this is same. And the margins, average margin is 35%, which is big enough for customers, and it's, as I said, it can be much higher. So what we do, we give them best prices from a lot of suppliers, and main revenue is 15% from transaction, which is from wholesale price. And also there will be the contextual ads of different products from manufacturers and some additional features, but that's another story. The main revenue will be the 15% from the transaction. So again, how it works, you enter your name of some OTC medicine or prescription ID, you get price and alternatives. You choose one, you choose the pickup destination, you go there, show your QR code or order ID, and you get the product. So how we do it, how we really get the wholesale prices. Here comes our previous startup, which is Medica-G, which is already working. It reached break-even this February, and by August this year, it was already 3.3 million laris trade there. And this is a platform, B2B platform for suppliers, distributors, hospitals, where they trade in wholesale prices. So we have exclusive access to this platform, and we can do, for customers, we can do volume discounts as we can predict the periodical medicine usage. We can, QOLGA will be one of the players in Medica as a buyer, and therefore we will have the best prices from that wholesale prices, and we'll add just commission to it. And revenue of 15% is shared among all the players of this QOLGA game, which are clinics and hospitals, which get 1% from it for all the prescriptions that are sold in QOLGA and are coming from that clinics. Pharma chains, which are the pickup locations of a final product, also get their share from total revenue. And Imedica, the platform that gives us ability of accessing wholesale prices and all the suppliers around, and also does the logistics that they are already doing for pharma chains after the trades. So who we are. My friend and partner, Solomon Yoramashvili, is more than 20 years in pharmaceutical business, was a marketing director of Novartis, Georgia, and is co-founder of Imedica and the chairman of APH, which is Alliance for Progressive Healthcare. It's NGO, which consists of hospitals, distributors, small pharma chains, and me, Dimitri Shugliashvili. I'm more than 12 years in information technology. I'm also the co-founder of Imedica and technical architect of Imedica and QOLGA. So are there others? If you Google something like medicine delivery best prices or something like that, you can find most of this kind of companies are in India, which is also a developing country in pharmacy market, but most of them do retail aggregation, price aggregation and logistics, final delivery. In most of them, the prices are more than their offline counterparts. And so we couldn't find any wholesale price aggregator and this kind of service that delivers to users final product in the best and wholesale prices. So our goal is to launch it April 2017 in Georgia, and by that time we will start also preparing for bigger country markets like Turkey, Ukraine, and etc. So we think we can do it faster, but that's our plan to do it. So we have the backend for it already, as I already told you. So here are 3-year finance predictions, and customer acquisition cost is 6 lari, and we calculate churn rate of 4%. And this customer acquisition cost also includes the revenue that is shared to the hospitals that are one of the main points of customer acquisition, and also includes some marketing costs and social ads and direct pharma chain interaction with users' flyers, and so on and so on. Thank you.
Well done.
Hope you have questions.
Do you, one thing I didn't understand, so are you getting price discovery across international markets, or is it within, because I thought the pharma companies do pricing in different markets and wouldn't really be very favorable to anyone who's trying to work around their specific pricing?
No. Currently, we're going to get the prices from local suppliers, distributors that are working here, manufacturers, small manufacturers that cannot control prices. They are obeying the rules that are estimated here from the big players. So this market is in every country, it's special.
Okay.
The pharma market is in every country special. So this will be per country, let's say. Yeah.
Thank you.
And what's the relationship between QOLGA and then Imedica and the NGO? Are they related in some way or completely separate?
No, it's separate. We're just the Imedica is also our startup. We started it, and we are co-founders of it. But QOLGA will be a player on that Imedica trade platform, one of the buyers who gets the products from there in big amounts, because we can't predict what kind of products we will need in next month, because mostly the medicine usage is periodical. Yes. For most cases, yeah, when you have prescription and so on. So we will get, even in wholesale price generation, there are really strange things, like you can have a wholesale price, but there are additional discounts on big volumes, on expiration dates, and so on and so on. So the pharma market is really...
But if you're the co-founder, do you still work for both companies, or did you leave Imedica?
No, I mean, in case of QOLGA, we move to QOLGA. The most part will be on QOLGA, because this is extension to B2C. The Imedica is B2B platform, yes. And we're extending it to B2C and move to...
Except you didn't quite... So are you still going to be working at Imedica?
No.
No, totally. Yeah. Totally, okay.
Yeah. That's okay.
He's committing.
Yeah.
He's committing. Any other questions? So do you need a farm? So you don't need a pharmacy license because you're selling through existing
Pharma,
pharmacies.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. It depends on from country to country, but if you
Right.
need pharma license, you will get this pharma license, and
Right.
you use drugstores as a pickup point. So the customer comes there and takes. So yeah.
So you're basically price discovery.
Yes, but from wholesalers
From
directly.
wholesale, that's
we
different.
remove a lot of other players, and also we do not play with the margin. When now what happens in every country, if everybody sells at $1 and the cost is 10 cents, then nobody reduces the price. So we're not playing on the margin. We have a fixed margin. And as we get some product from the wholesaler, the lowest price, we will just add the fixed margin, and that's it.
Okay. Any other questions?
So just on that same topic, so you're going to get wholesale pricing, and you're going to try to cut out that last layer, that last margin, and that's where you make the money. So do you touch the product? You get it from the wholesaler, or is it direct ship to the customer? How does the customer acquire the product?
No, the product will be delivered to the pharmacy through Imedica. Imedica does this already, but for pharmacies. Imedica, somebody sells on Imedica, somebody buys, and Imedica does the transaction, including logistics. Right. So the same thing will happen for B2C. So the product is delivered through Imedica. That's why they get the biggest part of the revenue.
But would
So
logistics kill the margin? Because, okay, in wholesale you deliver, okay, a lot, thousands of boxes. Yeah? Right
Yes.
now, one box will be moved from wholesaler into single person.
Something like this, but not one box, because as you grow, there will be a lot of these orders. So they will consolidate. Every wholesaler consolidates, and sales, right now it works like this. Every wholesaler that brings to Imedica brings it already in boxes for particular sales. Maybe 10 different buyers bought from one wholesaler. So wholesaler brings it already in 10 boxes, let's say. Not the whole part, but 10 boxes are coming to Imedica. That's for B2B. And the same thing Imedica will do the same thing.
You have to look at each market because, okay, from my experience, I may tell you, for instance, our market is so strictly regulated that margin is defined by government on prescription drugs is 5% retail margin. And I don't believe that you can provide logistic to single person and save on this 5% margin. So that means that probably 50% of your market is out of questions, like just OTC.
But but in the U.S. market, there is no price control. In fact, Obamacare, I think I mentioned, is trying to move in that direction, but our Congress has said no, because the largest single prescription supplier is the U.S. government, and so for retirement. And Congress has said, we don't want you to use that leverage to set the price. We want the open market to do it. So you still have a huge opportunity in the U.S. market for that, unlike Poland, where it's already locked in. So to Rafael's point, you want to be sure that you understand country by country, or even in the U.S., state by state, because a state in the U.S. is like countries in Europe, what those nuances and differences are.
Yes, there are different legislations in different countries, but in most developing countries, it's regulated by the players,
Yes.
by agreements between each other. So the prices in Georgia, for example, on retail prices can be the same in different pharma chains. They are almost same.
In the U.S., that
But
would
with a
be
high margin.
illegal, because that's called price fixing in the U.S. They cannot do that in the U.S. Do you understand my point?
Yes.
They can't monopolize and say, we're going to all make the price the same, because they can go to jail for that.
Yeah, I understand, but the prices are not the same exactly. There are small differences, but actually the margins are high.
Yes, yes.
So what we are doing, we are getting these margins down and giving people cheaper medicine.
Yes.
And governments must be interested in this. Also, insurances must be interested in this.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now we start moving into the virtual reality and augmented reality world.
მოდნა თქო კარგია.
What do you do today?
და
What's the last one queued up for?
გონია რომ უნდა მოეწონოთ ეს პროექტი. ნახოთ, ხვალ გავიგებთ.
ნერვიულობას თუ თქვათ რაღაცა ემოციებს არანაირი მნიშვნელობა არ აქვს. თუ ეს პროექტი, რასაც ქვია სტარტაპ საქართველოს, შედგება და იქნება ობიექტურად შერჩეული ის პროექტები, რომელსაც აქვს გლობალიზაციის შანსი და მათ შორის QOLGA-ც. თუ ეს პროექტი სტარტაპ საქართველოს ჩატარდება ობიექტურად და შედეგები დაიდება ობიექტური, ეს იქნება ეპოქალური მნიშვნელობის ქართული ბიზნესისათვის.